So we're getting somewhat close to the end of the first day of the big trial we've been waiting on. Right now, they're talking to JD's sister. JD's attorneys are still talking to her. Next up will, of course, be AH's attorneys. Now, the reason I'm just going to do my recap video now is because I already know what they're going to do. They're going to grill JD's sister on any kind of times he's been under the influence, and they're going to go in detail on that. That's what's going to happen. They're going to want to press her on any kind of alcohol incidents or any time he's been under the influence of any hard substances. That's going to be what they do. But this has been a really interesting first day. The entire time, so body language-wise, I don't know if anyone else is going to point this out in the mainstream. They probably won't. here has been giving Depp the evil eye and staring at him the entire trial because she can't help herself. She's been eye-rolling, doing a lot of childish things. She's been staring at him so much, in fact, that he turned his chair so that he wouldn't see her. Like, he's angled his chair so that he can't see her. She literally is staring at him the entire time, evil-eyeing him, giving him dirty looks. Really, really kind of messed up. So she's still on the stand. I don't know. It looks like they're about to take over. This has been a crazy trial. Tug's got a little bit of a recap here. I've been watching it too. It's been all day. These are going to be long days. But a lot of just really obnoxious stuff like this. Heard's team they took like 2 hours to do their opening statement. Johnny Depp's team did it in 55 minutes. Amber Heard lawyer just claimed Johnny Depp burned a hole in his own cheek by putting a cigarette out on his face. Not Heard. Unreal. Depp's face, as Heard's lawyer, brings up Amber Turd, and she couldn't have taken that dump. His face right here. Here's one right here. Literally pulled out concealer and will call a makeup expert to try and explain away her disappearing bruises. This is, of course, in reference to the famous disappearing bruises that Heard had, where she had marks on her and then went on a talk show, the James Corden show, I believe, the next day, and they were just mysteriously gone. Where could they have went? Heard admits Elon Musk made the donations to the Children's Hospital in L.A., not her. Oh, she could. She's very much that kind. A judge strikes down Heard's team trying to pull in the Sun trial as the court sides with Depp's first objection. Now, this is a big one because they wanted to reference that trial quite a bit, and they can't do that because, one, Heard wasn't a part of that case. That was between the Sun and Depp. Number two, it took place in another country with totally different laws than we have. Struck down. Remember, she tried to dismiss this case based on that back in the day. She wanted to dismiss it because, well, she won, technically the Sun won over in the UK. She didn't win shit. The Sun won. But she tried to dismiss this case based on that. That got struck down. So now they thought they could use it throughout this trial. Oh, no. Struck. Here was another one. Heard just confirmed they'll be naming social media detractors. So I get the feeling Tug will come up with some love. That's true. They referenced the social media quite a bit, trying to say that that's ruined Heard's career. That is not the truth at all. She's been in plenty of films since all this has went down, including most recently the Snyder Cut of Justice League, a pretty big movie, as well as being in the regular Justice League. So I'd imagine Tug is actually going to come up in this trial. Kind Kind of funny, isn't it? I don't think I'll come up. I haven't quite covered it as much as Tug. Tug has been on this for 2 years. But now is the time. Now is the time to give this a lot of attention because, I mean, for me, like I said, this is a big thing. This is about believe all women's. This is about men's rights, believing men, giving men the benefit of the doubt. It's nice to see a man fight back. She's literally the face of METOO, a big part of it. The whole believe all women's. She's a big face for that movement. So, there's also this. Law and Crime has been striking channels again. Striking, I forget the name. Emily Baker, I believe is her name. She's another lawyer commentary channel. They've been striking her down. This is going to be a problem through this case. So Johnny Depp's sister took the stand and has been bringing up. So the point of her going on the stand is to bring up that Johnny Depp went through abuse as a child, and he would never want to do that to anybody because he's been through it. And he's also been abused his whole life because he had it with his parents and then now with her and stuff like that. So they're going to go through that. It's part of his character. Sister describes violent upbringing. His mother called Depp one eye, making fun of him potentially having a lazy eye and would throw things and abuse. Sounds just like Amber Heard. And then here's the big thing. All of a sudden, Amber Heard is throwing sexual assault allegations against Depp in the opening. This has never been mentioned before. And of course, Rolling Stone runs and jumps right on it. It must be true. You see what happens? Oh, okay, you're going to bring me through this trial. Couldn't get rid of you. Well, I'll drop more allegations on you. Isn't that messed up? And that's the biggest thing. So most of the stuff so far, they're going to move into the relationships and stuff like that. And then when Heard's team comes on, they're going to talk about his, I'm sure, alcohol. And he's no saint either, right? Nobody is totally clean on this. They definitely were in a toxic relationship. But I do not believe that he's ever put his hands on her. And I do believe that she has put her hands on him many times. And it would take hours to explain this because there's been so much detail on this case over the past 2 years. So much has come out, and it's been a wild ride, and it's going to be a wild 6 weeks. A wild 6 weeks. And this is going to be a high-profile case. Make sure you check out Tug's book, too. On Indiegogo, Hunt the Littlest Umbrella. More stuff has come out outside of the trial, by the way. It turns out this is true. I saw Grace Randolph commented on this, by the way. DC Films boss reportedly testifies against Aquaman star. And what's interesting about this is Grace Randolph and someone else confirmed basically they didn't want to bring her back for Aquaman 2. But 2 other creative people on this movie, I'm going to guess the director and somebody else, who knows, maybe it's Jason Momoa, came out to bat for her and fought to have her come back for the movie. Warner Brothers did want to get rid of her. So I thought that was really interesting. Really interesting. We might get to find out about that because apparently the DC Films president, Walter Hamada, I believe, is going to testify. There's testimony from him. So this is going to be a wild case. I'm seeing some stuff like this, too. This came out 23 hours ago. Heard hopes to move on following Depp trial. This is, of course, in reference to that Instagram post she put out. Stuff like this. All of the media is going to have her back from this. Public support, though, is all on his side because most people can see through her BS. That she's a snake. But the media can't give up this narrative that they've been pushing for the past 5 years. Believe all women. So they are going to pull out all the stops like this. actor's monster side came out with his addiction problems. How come none of the other relationships that he had, how come none of those women talk about the monster? I think these are important things that I'm really hoping his lawyers bring up. But other than that, that's pretty much it with day one. I think it wraps up after his sister comes off the stand. And then tomorrow, I'm not sure who comes on the docket. Probably, I would imagine, maybe one or two more witnesses. There's going to be a lot of them. This is going to be a long trial, ladies and gentlemen. And I plan on covering it and talking about it on live streams. Flashcast, we'll be talking about it. This is the biggest thing going on right now. And I'm hoping that he wins. I really am. Because it would be a big day for men's rights and destroying people without any evidence, which she never had. She's been busted making up bullshit. And still, they try to push that she's some kind of saint. Tired of it. And I think a lot of people are. And this would be a good win to smack that down. So we'll wait and see what happens. I'm hopeful. Let's go. 6 weeks. It's going to be a long trial, but hopefully the truth will finally come out. Anyway, that's it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.